Yo, what's going on guys? Invalid here, and welcome back to another guide. I've got the round 12 solo Panzer Morder one, and to everybody that thought it was impossible, watch and learn. So first things first, let's go over the loadout you're going to be taking in. And the key to this one is going to be the Specialist Frontline. You cannot beat this by round 12 solo without it. Your primary, the M1911, everybody has that. And your lethal, take whatever you want, does not matter. Mods, I do recommend 2 of them. Actually, I highly recommend them. And that's going to be Specialist Training and Fully Loaded. Specialist Training allows you to fill up your meter for your Specialist a lot quicker, and Fully Loaded allows you to take in more ammo. As for Determination, that is optional. It just allows you to get shields when you activate Frontline. So now we're going to move into the actual Easter egg guide and how to complete it as soon as possible and all the strategies. Alright, so first things first is points. You want to maximize them, so 3 shots to the leg and then knife is going to give you the most amount of points. Anything more than 3 shots is going to end up killing the zombies, and you're going to waste around 40 to 50 points, and points are pretty much the key to this Easter egg because you need a lot of them. So once you get that done, once you kill every zombie, try and leave at least one and start doing the valves. Now, here's a little trick to get a couple extra points. If you look down in the sewers, a jump scare will pop up, and you're able to get a couple of points. You can repeat this about 2 to 3 times. It does take a while, not a lot, around a couple of seconds, maybe half a minute. And then this is going to allow you to get a couple extra points, which you're going to need. Like I said, every single point counts. So let's go over a couple of things. First of all, like I said, on round 1, 3 shots to the leg and melee. On round 2, 5 shots to the leg and melee. And round 3, it's going to be around 7 to 8 shots to the leg and then melee. After that, you can put a whole clip and they won't die, and you're able to, like I said, maximize your points because this is key to this Easter egg. That will be the last time I say it's key to this Easter egg because I know I've said it like 3 to 4 times already. Also, you're going to be spending around 9,250 points by round 4, so get those shots to the legs and those melee kills. So now that you ended round 2 by putting 5 shots in the leg and meleeing, go ahead and activate the pilot light. Now I did get a nuke right there for an extra 400 points, but don't worry, you can get that on your own without the power up. Go ahead and melee the pests. Do not shoot them at all because they're extremely weak and they will die, and you don't want to miss out on any of the points. Moving on to round 3, you're not going to do much this round. Just go ahead and turn on the power and open the bunker door. After that, go ahead and do 7 to 8 shots to the zombies' legs and melee, and just go ahead and finish the round because you need enough points by round 4 to go ahead and start opening the doors to the power, the salt mine, and also getting Slappy Taffy. So now that it's round 4, kill enough zombies to buy Slappy Taffy, the door to the morgue, the door to the labs, as well as the door to the salt mines. Once you're done with that, go ahead and turn on the power switch in the morgue area, make your way to the labs and turn on the power switch there as well, and then go ahead and come back to the command center and we're going to start talking some more strategies. Once you're back here, go ahead and turn the crank. That's going to start the first step of the Easter egg, which is bringing out the Geistcraft device, and then go ahead and make your way to the salt mine doors and open it. Once you've done that, go ahead and run around for around 15 to 20 seconds. That's going to allow the bombers down in the salt mines to make their way up, and it's going to allow you to sneak back into the back entrance of the salt mines. Once you have done that, go ahead and make your way down to the hell area. And if you're wondering why I told you to make sure you don't explode the bombers and make sure they are in the middle of the command center, it is because, like I said, every single zombie counts, so we're just going to go ahead and save them. Once you're down in the transfer device, go ahead and kill a total of 10 zombies. That's all it takes to fill it up. Make sure you use your shovel. That's the reason we got Slappy Taffy, so we can maximize our points. And if you did save enough zombies, you should be able to completely fill up the souls for this step, as well as have 3 to 4 zombies for the next one. Once you activate the button and you are in the labs area for the next soul collecting step, if you have your bombers alive, go ahead and bring them into the red ring, and once they step inside of it, go ahead and throw a grenade, and that should be able to take them out. And that's going to be around 3, I believe, bomber zombies for my step because I accidentally killed one downstairs. Take note, the device requires 15 kills exactly to move on to the next location. That goes for the morgue area as well, so make sure you count your kills so you don't accidentally kill a zombie that you could be using for the next area. By the way, feel free to shoot the zombies' legs for those extra points, but if you don't have any pistol ammo, don't worry, it's not necessary. Next up, you're going to want to get a weapon. You can either hit the mystery box if you're feeling lucky. I myself decided to hit it, and I got the combat shotgun, which is good. And the reason I am saying to get a weapon is because we're going to have to fight a Brenner that is coming up once we pick up this Tesla part. If you do not want to hit the mystery box, go ahead and head to the riverside and get yourself the Tommy gun off the wall. Once you have your weapon, make your way over to the Tesla core location, which is in the morgue, and head into the command center, and you will see the Brenner spawn. Now make sure you kill the Brenner in an open area. You don't want it to glitch behind a wall or something, the head that falls off, because you will not get another Brenner zombie until around wave 14. So be careful with this head, make sure you remember where you left it, and let's move on to the next step. Once you've built the Tesla gun and activated the right hand of God, you can reroute the power to the tower, and the best way I found is to take this circuit, make your way all the way down to the pack-a-punch area. There's going to be a box right there. You're going to have to open pack-a-punch for a total of 1250 points. Once you get that one, make your way to the Pack-a-Punch, all the way to the back to where the docks is. You'll need to buy that door for 1250 as well. Then make your way to the pub area for 1500, and then all the way to the actual back, because you're gonna have to buy that door for the next step, which is the tower defense, for another 1500. This is the best way that I actually found it, the cheapest way, as well as the fastest route. So once you have all this done, let's go ahead and move on to the next step. Alright, so now we're at the first lightning rod step. Now listen carefully. Go ahead and activate it. Make sure you have a full meter, but listen, do not kill any zombies at all. No matter what you do for this first lightning rod step, do not kill any zombies. Let them attack the actual lightning rod, and once you see the bars, you can see there's a green bar, and you can see it's flashing red right under it. It's just telling you that it's being attacked. Wait until it's actually completely red and it's about to disappear, and just go ahead and activate your front line, and that's going to make the zombies come chasing you. Now I do have a double meter, but that does not matter. You just need 1 meter, that's it. As you can see, I activated right there when I saw the bar getting red itself. Now at this point, it's just a waiting game. Just stay alive and wait for your meter to come down fully. As you can see, I have 2, and that doesn't matter. You do not need 2 for this step. 1 is enough. Also, once we activate that first lightning rod, it's gonna skip a round, and it's gonna go to round 7. But if you do kill zombies, and next time you go to activate the second lightning rod defense step, it's gonna skip another round. For some reason, if you do not kill a zombie during the first lightning rod step, the next time you go and activate the second one, it won't skip around, and that's gonna be something that's very critical to finish this Easter egg by round 12. If done correctly, you'll see in the top left hand corner, it'll say you can now activate the other 2 lightning rods. But before you do that, go ahead and point horror the zombies. This is gonna allow you to get your meter back without even killing any. But feel free to kill a couple just to fill it up a bit sooner or a bit quicker. And once you are done with that, go ahead and head back to the tower. So now that you're at the tower, go ahead and activate both of the switches to start the second lightning rod step. And if you did not kill any zombies during the first one, you'll see that the round will not skip, and it will remain on round 7. Go ahead and just head back to the middle of the map and just repeat the same step that you did for the first lightning rod, which is just activating the front line and waiting for it to run out. If everything was done correctly, it should still be round 7, and you can now activate the right hand of God and start the Zeppelin step. Now, a couple of things to go over is 1, you're going to need a long range weapon to actually shoot the light, and 2, for the soul collecting step, you're going to need a total of 20 zombies per battery, and there is a total of 3 batteries, so that's gonna count up to a total of 60 zombies that you're gonna need to kill. Now take note, each time you pick up a battery after filling it up with souls, a ton of zombies are gonna spawn, so you can use those to your advantage for a couple of extra points. And by extra points, I mean shooting them in the legs and not actually knifing and killing them. Now go ahead and head to the middle of the map and start shooting the lights. Make sure you have a long-range weapon. Right here, I just end up buying the Tommy gun to actually take out those lights. I'm not going to show any gameplay of me actually filling up the batteries with souls because you guys already know what that looks like if you are watching this guide. Now, once again, keep in mind it's only a total of 20 zombies per battery, so don't overkill because every zombie counts. But if you do end up finding yourself at the end of, battery 3 and you don't have enough zombies to actually fill up the whole battery, you can use this little method I'm going to show you right here, which is just opening up Pack-a-Punch and activating the red light, which will spawn pests that you can use to fill up the rest of the battery. Now, if for any reason this does not work, because it is random, it can work on the first switch, the second switch, the third switch, or sometimes it cannot work at all. If that does happen, just go ahead and farm jump scare zombies like the one you just saw right there, and you should be able to fill it up fairly soon, because right here all I needed was one more zombie to actually finish this Uberschnell. Now, I have no idea if I did pronounce that correctly, but if it is round 9 and you have completed the final battery, you'll be able to do the paintings now, and that is just showing that you are on the right track and that you are most likely going to finish this Easter egg by round 12. Now, here are the zombies that spawn by picking up the Uberschnell. And now that it is the final battery that you have done, you can go ahead and kill all these zombies. And by the time you are done with them, you should have enough to purchase Stamina, Pack-a-Punch, as well as Quick Revive. And that's going to be it for the setup. But if for some reason you cannot purchase everything I stated, go ahead and choose between Stamina and Quick Revive. But you must Pack-a-Punch the M1911s. So it should now still be round 9. You have your Tesla gun. Go ahead and go down to the Emperor's Chamber and shoot the hill to expose it. And once you are ready, go ahead and hold square on the hill, and we will now begin the boss fight. Now, make sure you did have one zombie saved this whole time, because it is going to skip to round 10 once it puts you into the boss fight. Now, there's a couple of things we should go over before we're actually in game. And one is, do not shoot at the Panzer Mortar at all. Now, I do not know if you do shoot at the Panzer Mortar, it will skip a round, but it's just to be safe. Once again, as well with the Wussling, do not try and kill them, because it did skip a round for me when I did shoot at the Panzer Mortar and also kill the Wussling. It could have been something else, but that's what it looked like to me, and I'll be able to show you in a couple of seconds. Also, do not kill any zombies at all unless it is to fill up the batteries themselves. And in a couple of seconds, I will show you how Frontline actually ties into the strategy. But take note, once you kill the first couple of zombies, they will have the round switch to 11. First, I thought I was from shooting the Panzer Mortar, but that doesn't seem to be the case. But still, don't shoot at them just to be safe. Now, moving on to the actual strategy, it's super simple. Just run around, shoot the actual Zeppelin itself to drop the battery, fill it up with souls, and you're going to be using this little trick right here to make sure the round doesn't skip. So pretty much all you're going to do is make sure you're in an open area with the battery. Go ahead and activate Frontline right before you stun him, as I do right here. Spray at him. Go ahead and pick up the battery and plant it onto him. Now, for some reason, doing this while the actual Frontline is active, it won't allow the round to skip for some reason. Now, this might be an exploit. I'm not too sure, but it seems like that's what it is. But in all honesty, I really don't see how it's even possible without it, because every time you stun the Panzer Mortar and plant the battery on him, a nuke goes off and the round skips. So this seems like this is the only way possible. But moving on, right here I show you where I kill the Wussling and the round skips. Now, I'm not too sure if it was exactly that, because as you can see, I get the XP and level up right before the actual Wussling dies. So it could have been something else, but like I said before, just to be safe, try not to kill him, but if you absolutely have to, go for it. But once you reach round 12, if you make one more error, that is it. Game over. You have to restart, so make sure you are very careful with the things you do. Now, also take note, you might get a Brenner zombie, but go ahead and repeat the last step once again. Activate your Frontline, get to spraying. Once you stun the Panzer Mortar, go up to him with the battery, place it onto him, and go ahead and do that step once more. Now, take note, for the second battery, I did not get enough kills while filling up the battery. so I did have to kill afterwards. Just to fill up my meter to be able to use frontline while studying the Panzer mortar. So be careful with that if you do not get to fill up your meter. But once you're at the last battery, activate frontline, spray the Panzer mortar, pick up the battery, place it onto him, and congratulations, you have finished the solo casual Easter egg by round 12. Now, before I end this video, huge shout out to Rock Archie. He is the first one to complete this solo from what I know of. He did message me and tell me, you know, what he did, his strategy, and I did just use the strategy for the lightning rods as well as the last step for the boss fight so you don't skip rounds. So huge shout out to him. I'll leave the Reddit post down in the description below so you can check it out. But that's going to be it for the video. I'm going to end it right there. Hopefully the guide does help you out. I put a lot of work and effort into this to bring you the best guide possible. So let me know if you do beat the Panzer Mortar solo by round 12. I would love to know that my guide helped you out. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.